Thank you for choosing the good old couch as your entertainment provider. Please sit back and relax. We will be with you shortly.
Hello and welcome everyone to our second race of our good old couch ADS F1 2024 League. Tonight our races will be racing on Abu Dhabi or Yas Marina, I believe it's called, and you will be hosted by myself, I'm Anomaly, and my fantastic co-host Persephone.
Good evening.
Good evening, Persephone. Thank you so much for joining us again this evening. Thank you to everyone in the chat who's already showing up, already giving some love to our races there. Please, I see a lot of texting and driving there in the chat. We do not condone that. So yeah, just welcome everyone. We're very happy to have you with us again this evening.
Brilliant, brilliant. Yes, we definitely don't condone any texting and driving. I can't see the chat this evening, so unfortunately, I can't make any comments. So, if you do have any comments in the chat, just write it about 2 times or 3 times to make sure that we see it. Just repeat
Yeah.
yourself, please. Just repeat yourself.
Yeah, please. Thank you so much, Persephone. So yeah, it is just me is going to monitor the chat this evening. If I do happen to miss anything that you said, just throw it in there. Be like Anomaly, please. Do not ignore me. Um, and we'll get to all of your comments. And yeah, if there's anything that you do want to throw in the chat, you are more than welcome. Just a little short marketing for this evening. Please remember also to check out www.golc.co.za. We do have sections or about us sections about the community members. We have some cool articles up in there. You're welcome to contact us through the website as well. Let us know. Get into our socials. Get hanging. And yeah, just get up there in the Discord as well. So yeah, that's marketing done. Unless one of our drivers decides to put a wall for us this evening. That's the only marketing I'm gonna do.
Brilliant, brilliant. Yeah, no, of course, we're still waiting for those sponsors. For some strange reason, they're not listening to our stream. I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
why.
I'm
We're
also
so
like,
delightful.
why do I not have spur food yet? Like, why spur?
And all you want is spur. I mean, out of
It's
all the
not too
people that
much to
could,
ask. Like a
yeah,
McLaren contact would be great as well, but Spur's fantastic.
all you want is spur. All you want is spur. We really have to write them one of those letters. Dear Spur, I have a friend and she really likes your food. She talks about you every
Please watch
Monday.
this link. Oh.
Every Monday.
Oh, it's a
Um,
Monday and a lovely public holiday for us South Africans. It is. We almost forgot it's Monday today.
I forgot it's Monday, make no mistake. If I didn't listen to you like previously this afternoon, I might not have made it to this evening. You know, I have this obsession with this new game that I'm playing. And so I was playing my game, and then I joined your Discord, and then I listened to you playing your game. And then I was like, oh my goodness, there's like Formula One this evening. And because for some strange reason, I thought it was Sunday. But I would still have gone to work tomorrow because tomorrow would technically have been Monday. I just want to say that.
That's true. That is so true. Yeah, so shout out again to all of our racers who's joining back this evening, ready to race our second race. We are going to follow Nanarki at the moment on his outlap just to get a little bit of an oversight on the track. And guys, I'm going to be 100% honest with you, I did not go through the names of these corners. So we're going to call it this corner and that corner, and I hope that you guys are following me. Um, so yeah, I actually listened to Ace also a little bit earlier when he just did one or two laps on the track, Persephs, and he actually informed me that the track flows quite nicely. So that's fantastic to know. As you guys can see, while we are following the Narki here, there is ample room. There's ample room for overtake. There's ample room to build up some speed. The corners are not that tight. It's not. There's more than enough run-off room. So I do believe our racers are going to have a fantastic time this evening on this track. I do not expect that we will be seeing a lot of problems or a lot of very friendly competition. Except as we follow Nanarki now over this finishing straight, except maybe this first corner here. As you guys can see, this is quite a 90-degree corner. So that's specifically maybe where I would estimate most of our safety cars will be coming in.
Okay, yeah, now I can see, I do see here at the bottom, if I look at the map, because I also don't know the corners. Just give me one second. My dear dog, please do not do that. Sorry, I see here at the bottom, it almost looks like a circle, right? So I can see that might be difficult. And I listened to some of the drivers as well, where they say this track really eats your tires. So it's really strenuous on your tires. So I don't know what that means. Well, I know what that means. Does that mean they have to pit more frequently in this race because it's eats your tires more?
It
Maybe.
might be. They are definitely going to feel some resistance on their tires, and they may be going to feel their tires wear off a little bit sooner than expected. Especially some of our races, I actually did find out. I am correcting myself from last week that it's not only God of War that's on a keyboard, but also Nikki Knox. So both our Red Bull drivers are driving on keyboard. So especially for them, it might be a little bit more difficult as their tire wear usually wears off a little bit faster, just to get that exact balance between what they need to put out from their cars and then the specs that they might be running or the setups that they might be running. So I know it might be a bit more of a harder course for them. So let's maybe have a look at some of the times that we already are seeing on this leaderboard this evening.
Let's do it. So, in first place at this very moment, we have Spectre Wolf with a 1.24157. Then we have God of War on medium tires. I'm mentioning that because everybody else has soft, except Frey is on hard, with a 1.24.298. Then in third place we have Danky Monkey and Kick. Remember my prediction for Kick in last week's prediction. I'm just saying that out loud because I'm still predicting that Kick is gonna top our leadership board here at the end of our league.
100%, and just to throw it in there with you, Perseus, I'm still sticking to my prediction of McLaren.
Okay, brilliant. So, kick Danky Monkey with a 1.24.603. Then we have Marksman with a 1.25336. Then we have Faster Clucky with a 1.25809. Then Mr. Alf with a 1.2603. Then the Dogman with a 1.26161. Then Nanarki with a 1.26241. Then Nikki Knox with a 1.26434. Then Ace 555 with a 1.27361. Then Peach with a 1.27684. Then Wasabi Baby with a 1.28213. Then Zerigon, sorry, every time I say it, I'm so scared I'm mispronouncing it because
I'm sure Zerigon or Zeragon will forgive us.
Okay, Zerigon, it's Zerigon with a 1.28253. Then we're still waiting for the rest. I just want to tell people who Dutch Vader is. That's
Yes,
Liz
please.
/Onman. So he corrected his name because he's having an identity crisis. So that's Liz /Fawnman.
Yeah, so for everyone who's wondering where Liz /Fawnman is, he is indeed here under his correct gamer tag this evening.
That is actually his gamer tag. The Dutch Vader is because he has Foxje Terriers.
Oh wow! Okay, I was pronouncing it Dag Vader, like.
No. But I'm joking about the Fox Terriers. He actually has Dachshunds. That's why it's Dutch. So I was just joking about the Fox Terriers. I was just thinking like, what dog will I give him except a Dachshund? And they like the Fox Terrier
I
just
love
came
it.
out.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
I want to actually just add there to you, Perseus. You can actually see on our track we are driving a evening track, but it is very interesting for me to see Mr. Frey out there on hard tires. Now I remember him mentioning, I can't remember if it was like in a casual conversation or if we were literally discussing the F1, but I do remember him mentioning that sometimes the hard tires drives easier than the soft tires on certain tracks. So I'm hoping that we can maybe get him up there on podium this evening so that he can clarify for us if this is indeed the case. So it's interesting to see the strategy for qualifier there on his tires. I'm looking forward to seeing what time he puts up. And then I also want to quickly jump here to our first and second place times. Like you mentioned, we had Spectre Wolf who was on the soft tires with a 124.157, and we had God of War with a 124.298 on the medium tires. I see they've actually switched it up now a bit, so I'm wondering if we might be seeing a little bit of a deviation there in their times. But what I did want to point out is it is such mere split seconds between the two of them there in first and second position with that qualifying time that it's almost scary, I think, to think what a set of soft tires is going to do on God of War's car as well. We might actually be seeing between Spectre Wolf, God of War, and Mr. Frey, we might be seeing quite the battle for the first to third position times this evening.
Yeah, no, definitely. I actually know something weird and interesting about this track as well. Now that you mentioned that we're driving at night, right? And it might have also just been in conversation, or somebody just mentioned it, or I might have imagined it, right? And if it's
okay, let me hear.
Yeah, I heard the reason they drive this track at night is because it's so hot during the day, right?
That the tires
Yeah, you can't drive this track during the day. So every time they race here in Abu Dhabi, it's always a night race because it's so hot during the day.
That actually makes 100% sense to me. It's a very interesting fact. I'm so glad you have an interesting fact. I don't have any facts, and I couldn't get anyone to give me an interesting fact. So I'm gonna focus on like the tires and the trail braking and the cornering and stuff.
The trail braking. You're bringing in the trail braking again. No, I'm sorry. I didn't say no to you. I'm saying no to the dog.
I actually found out what trail braking is, Persephone. Mr. Frey took the time to actually explain to me that trail braking, and I hope I'm remembering it correctly, and if I'm not, I'm sure I'm going to hear it afterwards. But he explained to me that trail braking is actually when you gradually brake to go into a corner before a turn, just to hit your brake markers correctly. So yeah, that was very interesting. And then I also want to mention a very interesting time coming there from Danky Monkey in your prediction of the kick team, with a 123.988, currently holding the fastest lap on the grid.
You see, it's that emblem.
The kick team is definitely going to be giving us some competition this season. I unfortunately see that we do not have a qualifying time there for Darth Vader, V-Power, and Unfair Straw yet. And then Darth Vader and V-Power unfortunately unable to put up a qualifying time, so they will be starting out from the bottom grid, deciding to make race 2 hard mode for themselves.
I am glad V-Power made it though, because V-Power wasn't actually when we just started, when everybody went out for their outlaps and stuff. V-Power wasn't logged in yet.
That's true. That's true. So I'm very happy that V Power is here. I do want to give a little bit of a shout out. He's probably not going to know that I'm going to do it. But on behalf of Faster Clucky, I want to give a shout out to Tinky. Welcome there to the chat. I hope you do enjoy the race. Yeah, keep your eye on this guy. He's definitely going to be putting up some tight competition this evening. So you're just there on behalf of Faster Cluck as well. And then what I'm very excited to see this evening, Persephs, is I am so excited to see what Foxy Cute, Peach, and Wasabi is going to do this evening. And Nikki Knox
And
as well.
Nikki Knox.
You can already see her. Foxy Cute's already up there in 11th position. Nikki Knox is already in 13th. Peach in 14th, and Wasabi in 16th. So they're already climbing with those qualifying times. So I'm so excited to see what our ladies are going to do in the race itself as well.
And Unfair Straw.
And Unfair Straw. Unfortunately, Unfair Straw does not have a qualifying time yet. But what I do want to mention, and we are so extremely proud and happy for Unfair Straw as well, the previous season she had a little bit of connectivity issues. However, the last race, our first race on Imola, she actually did manage to finish the race, and she finished it quite well. So that was a fantastic celebration for her as well.
Yeah, no, exactly, because she had a lot of internet connectivity problems. So this is really great that she finished last week's race, and we expect great things from her. And she really puts in the work as well, right?
She really does. She's always up there. She's always prepping. She's always practicing.
Yeah, she really puts in the work. So great things, expecting great things from her. I think she and Liz/Vonman, or if we want to call him by his new name, Dutch Vader. Or not Dutch Vader.
I think it's going to be Liz/Vonman/Dag Vader. slash
Vader. Yeah, they're actually teammates, so we might see, what car do they drive? Do you know the car?
The Alpine.
We might see the Alpine try to compete for that prize at the end of the league.
Definitely. So I'm very excited. They actually were teammates in the previous season as well. So I'm happy to see some of our teams sticking together. Our Alpine team coming from last season into this season. Our Mercedes team coming from last season into this season. And then some of our teams are quite shook up and mixed up. So we're very excited to just have all our races here. I think I see we do have 3 minutes left on the board. Persephone, do you maybe want to run us through the standings at the current moment in time?
Let's do it. So in the kick, and I'm very proud, we have Janky Monkey with a 1.23988. Then we have God of War with a 1.24014. Then Spectre Wolf with a 1.24078. Then Frey with a 1.24506. Then we have Lazy in the other kick with a 1.25024. Then we have Marksman with a 1.25336. Then Mr. Elf with a 1.25379. Then the Dogman with a 1.25701. Faster Clunky with a 1.25809. 8555, his teammate with a 1.25854. Hannibal with a 1.25889. Foxy Cute with a 1.26080. Nanarki with a 1.26.211. I lost my breath. Nikki Knox with a 1.26434. Peach with a 1.27208. Wasabi Baby with a 1.28213. Zaria Gone with a 1.28253. Unfortunately, Liz/Vonman, Dutch Vader, didn't put up a time. V Power joined us. Luckily, he did. And then Unfair Straw is in the pit and will be starting probably before Dark Vader and V Power, but also from the back.
That's definitely true. Thank you so much for that standings, Persephs. I do, however, see that we have Faanman Weetweer / Liz / Dagweide in the chat there on the stream, informing us that he got disconnected and he's out. Now, I'm not 100% sure if he's out of the
He
entire
can,
race.
no, he can still get back in.
Yeah, that's what
He
I
still
thought
has,
as well. He will still be able
because,
to join the race.
but just tell him that he's still able to join the race. He has like a minute and 5 seconds to still join the race.
Definitely, definitely. You are still able to join that race, Fawnman. So please join the race. But yeah, so while we have the 49 seconds left on our qualifier, I don't think the standings are going to change that much at the current moment in time. We do have a couple of our races still on outlaps going to push to see if they will be able to finish a lap. I do doubt it, however, I don't think that they will be able to put up more of a competitive time. So I do believe that we will be seeing our ranks as Danky Monkey in first, God of War in second, Spectre Wolf in third, followed closely there by Mr. Frey Frey and Mr. Alf ZA. Guys, I'm going to get confused. I'm telling you now. I swear it's been Mr. Frey Frey and Alf ZA, but now the Mr. has switched.
It's never been Mr. Frey Frey.
I'm sure it's somewhere been Mr. Frey Frey.
It's never been Mr. Frey Frey. You called him Mr. Frey Frey, but it's never been. Oh my
goodness. So yeah, I'm gonna get confused. It's probably going to be Mr. Frey Frey. I'm gonna try to get the Mr. Alf correct as well. Otherwise it's gonna be Mr. Frey Frey and Alf from my side, just like it's going to be Narki and probably Zeragon. So apologies up front to all of our racers, but also you guys do know me, so I'm hoping that it's not going to hit home too hard.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I think everybody will forgive us. It's not the end of the world.
As soon as I start talking about the trail breaking Persephone, they're going to forget about everything else.
Yeah, because
a surprise.
So professional.
I'm so sorry. A surprise sneak first position there from Mr. Frey Frey with a 123.685. As we are in the overtime time of the qualifier, we do have him sneaking up there to first position, something that we've gotten used to. Also, God of War sneaking himself back up there to second position with a 123.825, pushing Spectre Wolf and Danky Monkey back down to 3 and 4. And then a very surprise qualifying time as well here. One of our ladies moving up there on the grid in 5th position, Foxy Cute. Mr. Alf dropping down there to 6th position, followed closely there by Ulezi. The Dogman Marksman are 2 McLarens in 10th and 11th. Hannibal in 12th, followed by Nanarki, Nikki Knox, Wasabi, Peach, Zerigon, and then Dagweider, V-Power, and Unfair Straw. So yeah, actually our grid seemed to have changed there on the last second.
Yeah, it changed last second. I mean, what a surprise. But see, this is the thing about this game. It always surprises you. You know, you think you're starting off nice, you think everything is stable, and then it just shakes everything up.
You think everything is stable, and then my 2 other personalities makes themselves known, and you're just like, this isn't gonna work.
Exactly.
we cannot expect anything.
Exactly. Who got the fastest? So Frey got the fastest lap. That's brilliant.
Yeah. So he actually pushed that second. We started out with qualifiers on a 124 qualifying time, and I see Mr. Frey Frey, God of War, and Danky Monkey. All 3 of them have pushed those qualifying times up into the 123 seconds. So yeah, we're very, very excited to see how the race is going to start.
Very interesting to see if Dagweider. Oh my goodness. These people changing their names, you know.
Can you believe it? I find it so inconsiderate.
Towards the people who have to remember.
Exactly, anyway, and have to read it.
So, have to read it. So I'm going to see now if V Power and Darth Vader actually made it to the race. I hope so.
I think they will. Darth Vader did throw there into the chat for us that he should be able to join the race. It's just he was out of quali. A little bit of a specification would have been great there, Darth. But
no, he was being a little bit dramatic. But
yes, but thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, a little bit late. I mean, I knew he was able to join again, but I mean, just a little bit dramatic. Oh my goodness!
Oh, and then he made us think he's not going to be able to join. It's just a drama, everyone. It's like a soap opera.
A drama. The F1 soap is.
I'm loving it. We are starting our formulating lap. Let's see how our races formulate. Please do not overtake each other, guys. Warm up those tires. We're not seeing Spectre Wolf tire strategies or tire warm-up strategies happening as of yet. However, God of War is giving us a very nice little wiggle there behind Mr. Frey Frey. So y'all get those tires warmed up.
You make me think about it now. Wiggle, wiggle.
Look at that. Look at that wiggle coming there. I'm loving it.
I'm sure there's a song. Wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, yeah.
Wiggle, wiggle, yeah.
I'm a bit disappointed with Spectre Wolf not giving us his traditional wiggle happening there. God of War seeming to have taken up that.
The Soviets out, Peach is out, V Power's out, Darth Vader's out. What happened?
They probably overtook, or maybe they got into a little bit of a collision or something, but they will still be able to start the race. This is likely just a formation lap.
I know there will be. Ooh, Hannibal out, Nanarki out. Oh my goodness. Let's make a prediction. I love this, right?
Yes.
I know I'm a little bit macabre. I realize that. I think people who listened to us last
season,
as well,
yeah, they're used to it.
Yeah, a lot know that I'm a little bit macabre. So now, how many do not qualifies do you think we're gonna have from outside? I think we're gonna have 5, right?
In the race itself.
So, like from get-go, I think we're going to have 5. I think people are going to go into
that first corner. Yeah, I think we're going to have a little bit of a problem at that first corner. We do have a lot of aggressive drivers in this race and in this league. So I kind of think I'm going to maybe agree with you. I'm going to go for 3 or 4. 3 maybe.
I'm going for 5. So now this is going to be very exciting.
Guys, drop it in the chat. How many do not qualifies do you think, or disqualified you think we're going to get? Let us know who's your number 1, 2, 3 for the evening. Who's your winning team? Yeah, let us know. Drop it there in the chat. Persephone, who do you think is going to be our number 1, 2, 3?
Number 1, Danky Monkey. Number 2, God of War. Number 3, Frey Frey.
Wonderful. I'm going to just spectate the start of the race. Then I'm also going to throw in a prediction. As you like to say, I like to have some facts. You guys know what? Let's throw it to the wind. I think number 1's probably going to be Spectre Wolf, followed by Mr. Frey Frey, followed by God of War. So let's see. I think Danky Monkey might clock in a number 4, and then I do not want to discredit Ulezi as well. He has fought up to position number, I think it was 10 or 9 or 6 or something last week. So I do actually think Ulezi might also give them a run for their money. Like I said, guys, we have so many strong races in this race this evening. It's actually a little bit hard to make a prediction.
Oh my goodness, why are we starting?
Oh my goodness. It's okay. Why? We can check the colorful cars in the interim.
Let's look at all the colorful helmets though. You know, I saw this purple one. It was quite nice.
It actually is. I do know they can customize the helmet. So I think actually you're referring to Mr. Frey Frey's helmet. Am I right?
The purple one. I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I think I also saw that one now that we are on the topic of helmets. I actually also saw the helmet that Mr. Frey Frey drives with, and it is quite beautiful.
Yeah, so I wonder what's going on though, because normally we've started by now.
I think they're giving me time to put up the tires because I forgot.
Oh, okay, maybe that's what's going on.
Maybe that's what's going on. Now, I think maybe we just have a little bit of a connectivity issue from some of our races. Um, you see, actually, there was Ace 555. It showed on the screen that he retired the session, which I cannot think is correct. So we have a do not finish there next to his name. So it is possible that we might just be having a little bit of a connectivity problem from some of our races this evening. So hopefully we can get that sorted out. Yeah, we can get that sorted out. Let's see. We have some of our races in the starting grid, and we are going to be starting, Perseus. Let's have a look.
Is Ace there?
It looks like Ace is there, yes. Wonderful,
Okay,
yes,
brilliant.
Ace is there. God of War already passing there on Mr. Frey, taking that first position on the inside line. Frey quite close behind. We already have Danky Monkey up there in third position. He's on top of them. He's going to attempt the pass. Mr. Frey looking like he might be wanting to take that position back. However, Danky on the inside line, not just not quite able to overtake Mr. Frey there, but we do have Spectre Wolf overtaking there on Danky Monkey. So yeah, we already have such an interesting start of the race. God of War struggling a little bit to keep that first position there from Mr. Frey. However, driving very
Oh, did you see that? That was. I know you're laughing, but that was quite a leap, right? It was like a frog going.
That
over
was
the
a leap
track.
of faith, Mr. Frey. We reciprocate you. We're there for you emotionally. Please let us know how that went. I'm so sorry, yeah, that was quite the leap, guys. Jumping that back down, we do see that we have our races very, very closely on top of each other on this track. I do, however, see Ace have fallen down there to position 17th. So I'm not sure if it's maybe a connectivity issue that he's experiencing, or if maybe he picked up some damage. Fastest lap going to God of War with a 129.874, which is quite the amazing feat in a race pace lap like this. I do see Ace is ghosted, so it might be that he hasn't reconnected yet though, because if you can see, both Ace and Peach are ghosted at the moment, so it might be that AI is driving for them there, and they might be struggling to reconnect, and that would be extremely sad. I really do not hope that that's the case. So your Peach, Ace, please jump there in the chat, let us know, is everything okay there? Do we have car troubles? Do we have connection troubles? What's going on? Let us know.
If they're ghosted, can they reconnect while the race is going on?
I hope so. As far as I know, they should be able to take back control of the car. However, I'm not 100% sure regarding the settings in this league. So I really do hope that they might be able to reconnect here. So yeah, I really do hope that they can get that sorted and join back in the race. However, we do have a tight race going here for our front and mid pack. You can see Perseus on the leaderboard or on the grid at the moment. A lot of our races are below a 0.1 or 0.2 behind each other. So yeah, we're going to be seeing some tight competition this evening.
Yeah, no, definitely. So let's quickly look at our positions. Three laps in. So we have God of War in first position at this moment, Spectre Wolf in second, Frey in third, Danky Monkey in fourth, Lazy in fifth, Foxy Cute in sixth, Mr. Elf in seventh, The Dogman in eighth, Marksman at 9, Nanarchy in 10, Faster Clucky in 11, Dutch Vader at 12, Annabelle at 13, Zerigon at 14, Nikki Knox at 15, Wasabi at 16, Peach at 17, Ace at 18, V-Power at 19, and Unfair Straw at 20. Nobody did not finish, which is a good thing. So my prediction
It's
was
okay. We
wrong.
still have the remainder of the race left.
No, I said with the start, with like
Oh,
when
with
they
the
pull
start,
away.
with the start.
Yeah, when they pull away. So it didn't happen. I am happy about it. I am not that macabre. So I am happy about it. I'm happy everybody is racing. I want everybody to finish. It's just with that, with that qualifier, with that first race, I thought, oh my goodness, if that's how it's going to look, then it's going to be
That
horrific.
is definitely so true. We do, however, have a few disconnects, unfortunately. So it's not like everyone managed a perfect start of the race there, unfortunately. But we do have a very tight fight here between Spectre Wolf and God of War for this first position on lap 4. We actually a little bit earlier saw Spectre Wolf overtake God of War, and then God of War just taking it right back there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to. Ooh, unfortunately, a little bit
Ooh.
of a spin out there, or a little bit of a lock up there from Spectre Wolf. However, Mr. Frey gonna grab that opportunity to take that second position. God of War is now going to have Mr. Frey behind him, and Mr. Frey is going to have Spectre Wolf behind him. So it's going to be quite the fight here from these three races. And then we also are seeing. I think it was Hannibal that I just saw. Yeah, it's Hannibal that I just saw that's climbing up the leaderboard quite a bit. He's already up there in position number 12. You can see he's sticking on top of Foxy Cute in front of him. He is on the he's on the medium tires, whereas Foxy Cute is on the soft tires. So it might be possible for her to pull away a little bit. However, that skill there from Hannibal is definitely going to come in. He's going to just wait for that opportunity and skillfully overtake whenever possible. So sometimes it is a little bit hard to keep some of your more experienced racers behind you. I do see, however, everyone, that we do unfortunately have a disconnect. We will be right back. Just hang in there for us for 2 seconds. I'm going to be right back.
So I don't know.
terug. Welcome back, everyone. I'm so sorry. We tried to resolve the technical difficulties. Unfortunately, we were not successful. So I really do apologize. We are not able to rejoin the race and to continue the stream, unfortunately. So yeah, my heart is very sore, Persephone.
Yes, I know, I know. I mean, we have no idea what's going on. Well, I have no idea what's going on. I don't know who's in first
Oh,
place. I don't know who's winning. I
even
don't know
me,
who's
and
lost. I
we don't
don't
know
know.
what tires they're using. We don't know what
We don't
amount
know.
of trail braking is being applied at the moment.
I don't know what spit strategies they're using. I just don't know. This is just, I feel so in the dark. I mean,
Oh,
I've never watched this game and felt so out of the loop.
I'm
I've never
telling
felt this
you,
way.
I want to cry. We don't know if Kick is going to jump up there. We don't know if
Oh,
Mr.
you know that's gonna happen. You know this is the race that Kik is gonna win. You know this is the race. Danky Monkey is going to be first, and Ulezi is going to be second, and I'm gonna miss it. You know that's what's gonna happen,
I'm
right?
telling you, I'm so sad that we're gonna miss it. I do, however, see that Ace 555 is there in the chat on stream, just informing us that unfortunately there was a network error and the host migration is not allowing anyone who has disconnected to rejoin. So we've tried this a couple of times, everyone, and unfortunately we were unsuccessful. So yeah, unfortunately tonight we won't be able to show you the remainder of the race. However, I'm going to put in a plea to our racers, to our organizer, to anyone who wants to listen, and I'm going to force Persephone to borrow me her puppy dog eyes, and we're going to ask them if we can perhaps have just a little friendly race tomorrow evening that we will be able to stream to you guys, just so that we do get our little view of the race in. However, up until the point where we disconnected, it was quite a nail-biting head-on-head fight there in our, not only our front pack actually, but also our mid pack. So yeah, we will definitely update you guys as well at the end of the race as to the standings on the grid.
Yeah, will you update them on the website?
I'm going to definitely update you guys on the website. You guys can have a look tomorrow on www.golc.co.za. We will put the standings, the current standings there. We're going to try to see if we can get as much info of this specific race as possible to update you guys with. And like I mentioned, we are going to now beg, borrow, and steal our organizers to ask if we can just perhaps arrange a little friendly competition race tomorrow evening, just so that all of us can get our race fix in.
Brilliant. That sounds great.
Brilliant, everyone. So yeah, unfortunately there's not much more that we can commentate on this evening. We will definitely, I think we need to perhaps, Persephone, have a few like backup topics ready should this ever happen again in future.
Listen, if they want to hear me rant about life, I can do it. I mean, we can talk an hour at least. Well,
I'm
life isn't
telling
that
you guys.
interesting. I can give you 10 minutes.
You can give me 10 minutes. But in any case, if there is any topics that you guys would want me and Persephone's very profesh opinions on, drop it down there in chat. We can quickly run through it. We do have the time slotted out this evening, so let us know in the chat if there is anything that you would like us to commentate on.
Okay, but you only have like 3 minutes to decide on a topic. If you don't have a topic that you want us to talk about, then we're gonna love and leave you, because I am obsessed with this one game, right? So if nobody wants me, do you want to hear about my game?
Yeah, let me know, which game is it? What's happening?
Okay, brilliant. So I'm playing Prince of Persia: Lost Crown, right?
I've heard of that game.
Yeah, it's the new Prince of Persia. It's called Lost Crown. So it's very what did Ace call it? You run in like
You go
it's one
forward, you
dimension.
go back to go forward.
You go back and forward. Yeah, right. So it's not like three-dimensional.
Mm,
Does that
mm.
make sense, right? Anyway, so it's really it's challenging because you have these puzzles that you have to solve, and you have these platforms that you have to solve, and you get these powers while you're playing through the game. So it's it sounds funny, but it's really good game. So now I play. So you find a space that you
Mm-hmm.
can't complete right now because you don't have the correct powers yet. So you have to play. You have to
Ah.
progress in the game, and then as soon as you have that power, then you have to remember. In the beginning there was this one section that I couldn't complete, but now that I have double jump, now I can do it. Then you go back and then you go and do your double jump, then you open a new part of the map.
That
And so you
sounds amazing. So yeah, like Persephone said, it's a side scroller Metroidvania. Or Metroidvania-like game, which is actually quite a interesting turn for the developers of the Prince of Persia series to take. So that really does sound amazing. Persephone and I really do have quite a couple of games up our sleeves. Like Persephone mentioned, she's now into Prince of Persia. Myself, I have reawakened my love of Call of Duty. So I believe that's the game we were playing this afternoon when you joined the chat, Persephs.
yes, yes.
Yeah, so yeah, let us know in the chat. I do think that we are going to end off the stream here, but let us know in the chat if you do want to see some more of those gameplays as well. You guys are welcome to let us know. And then, like I mentioned, we will update you tomorrow. We really do apologize for this technical difficulties that we are experiencing this evening, but let's see how we try to just do our extreme best to make this up to you. And thank you so much, everyone, for sitting through us or through this with us, for still supporting us, for still sticking into the chat and into the stream, just to hear Persephone and I talk about nonsense. We really do appreciate you all so much. I know our racers appreciate you. Yeah, we'll update you as soon as we are possible. So yeah, that's going to be everything from my side, unfortunately, this evening. But I'm Anomaly, and this is my excellent co-host, Persephone.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everyone, and we will see you guys again tomorrow. Have a splendid evening.
Engines roar, black tracks burn ahead. Victory smell living in my head. Tires screaming, gripping the way. Fueling the fire, it's my game to play. Helmet down with the finish in sight. Adrenaline rush, feeling the night. Dust and sparks, shaping the day. On this circuit, I'm here to stay. Speeding hearts, we own the track. Pedals to metal, no looking back. Racing dreams, burning fast. Crossing the line, I'm built to last. Crowd cheers loud like a thunderous wave. Under the lights, the champion they crave. Flags in the air, they know the tale. Glory's in reach, I'll never fail.